I'm Kayla Burton with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. Giants OTAs continued Thursday in East Rutherford as a new coaching regime under head coach Brian Daboll settles in. One of those settling in, new OC Mike Kafka, who says that he has been calling the plays in practice, but the team has not yet decided on who will be calling the plays in the regular season. Brian Daboll handled play calling in his last job as OC of the Buffalo Bills. The Washington Commanders signed their first-round pick, wide receiver Jahan Dotson, to a 4-year and just over $15 million contract deal, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport. And former Giants Pro Bowl cornerback James Bradberry, he arrived in Philly on Thursday. Bradberry, who spent the last 2 seasons with New York, signed his contract with the Eagles. Now, it's a 1-year deal that, according to NFL Network insider Ian Rappaport, is worth $10 million. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
I always wanted to learn Spanish, but I never thought I'd have the time. Then I discovered Babbel.
Babbel's lessons are fun. They only take like 10 or 15 minutes, and in 3 weeks, presto, you're speaking another language, like magic.
I love that Babbel's lessons aren't just robots talking. They're voiced by native speakers, so you get the pronunciation just right.
If you want to learn a language, there's no faster, easier, better way than
Babbel.
Babbel.
Babbel. Go to Babbel.com to try for free. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Here at Total Wine & More, you'll find what you love and love what you find, especially our totally low prices.
My friends and I are hanging out this weekend, and I'm on cooler duty.
Well, these seltzers and canned cocktails, they'll make you the king of the cooler.
Oh, that sounds good. Wow, I can fill my cooler without emptying my wallet?
Find what you love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Pickup and delivery available at TotalWine.com. Drink responsibly, B21.
We are the Imperial A's, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California. Okay, time to keep score. It's Friday. It's the 20th day of May, 2022. Got that out of the way. Good morning, Gene.
Need some more twos.
Yeah, whew. We can throw a few more in there if you want.
Bunch. Yeah.
2 for a 2.
2 for a 2. Don't get tongue-tied.
Oh, well, that's easy anymore. Let's see. My tongue gets caught in the mustache. It can be painful.
I was going to say, be careful. That could be an occupational hazard.
Okay. At least I'm not wearing braces.
Yeah, that would be very difficult. They probably would say, for the time period that your braces are going to take, you need to cut your mustache off.
Yeah, not going to happen. Okay. Anyway, what's going on in the world? Well, lots of things. A popular item is returning to a fast food menu board. The Mexican pizza is returning to Taco Bell after it was taken off the menu about 2 years ago. It becomes available today.
I never knew it existed in the first place.
Well, you have to keep it in perspective. So an American restaurant that doesn't really sell Mexican food is going to sell a Mexican version of an Italian dish that was actually popularized in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And in Texas, it's a phone company.
Yeah, I think so. Birthdays today. We already mentioned one. Actor David Proval from The Sopranos is 80. Sherilyn Sarkeesian, born on this date 76 years ago in El Centro. Actor Dave Thomas is 74. Actor Dean Butler is 66. Guitarist Jane Weedland of the Go-Go's, 64. Actor Bronson Pinchot is 63. Singer Susan Cowsill of the Cowsills, 63. Actor John Billingsley, 62. Actor Tony Goldwyn, 62. Actor Mindy Kahn is 56. Actor Matt Zertri is 45. Okay. Those would be our big shot birthdays, local ones coming up.
If you think California is tame, you haven't driven a Bronco Sport, because this is technology that will take you to its wildest parts. Standard 4x4 capability and available 8.8 inches of ground clearance will help you get over or around almost anything. Plus, a terrain management system with 7 available GOAT modes. That means go over any terrain, sand, mud, ruts, or any mix of them. Get out there with the Bronco Sport. It's adventure ready and built wild. We want your trade. Now get 3.9% APR Ford credit financing for 60 months on a 2022 Ford Bronco Sport. Only at your San Diego County Ford dealers, where the future comes standard. Not all models and trims may be available. Contact dealer for more information. Not all buyers will qualify for Ford credit financing. 3.9% APR for 60 months at $1837 per month per 1,000 finance, regardless of down payment. Residency restrictions apply. Offer ends 5/31/22. See dealer for qualifications and complete details.
We are celebrating birthdays today. Happy birthday, Carmen Soto, Reggie Townsend, Adam Charlie Myers. They're all related, all celebrating today. Also, Candy Rojo, Ella Hoyt, Kiana Alvarez, Marco Bejarano, Yvette Eros, Carla Bell, Roman Deanda, Christian Froelich, Camila Coronado, Samantha Ponte, Kelsey Martinez, Renata De La Rosa, Christy Benson, Jason Griffith, Manuela Salcedo, Peter Chow, Raynell Coven, Samantha Flores, Tristan Pazano, and Joseph Herman. Happy birthday from KXO. And we want to pass along some traffic advisories while we're here. And I remember there's a rollaway bed in the roadway.
And it's rolling.
Yeah, would it be a rollaway bed or a roadaway bed? 78 and Butler Road. If you're heading that way, be careful. And on westbound Interstate 8 near Ocotillo, there's a ladder in the roadway.
Boy, these are some...
I need a new ladder. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Let me see if I can score on that one.
Well, let's see now. That guy that owned the bed that got away and is in the middle of the road probably used the ladder to get up in the bed.
No doubt.
That solved that.
Yes. Anyway, it's amazing what you find along the roadway anymore.
Yes, a ladder is not something, actually either one of those items I would care not to run into.
Yeah, evasive action would be necessary.
Yes, I would say get out and walk.
Okay. It's a Friday. We're heading into a weekend. And, again, things happening around the valley on the weekend. And again, I'd urge caution. Yeah, COVID is still with us. The numbers have increased. And, just enjoy, live your life. But, just be careful. Don't be stupid. Okay? And I mentioned to Eugene, flying back Seattle to Phoenix, Phoenix to San Diego. After we left Seattle, we're in the air for about 35, 40 minutes, and a passenger sitting in front of Pam had a seizure and medical emergency on the airplane. Okay, that's bad enough, but his wife, who is sitting next to him, explains to the flight attendants, and I think it was a doctor who was a passenger who came to tend this man. Oh, well, he always seizes when he has a fever, and he's had a fever the last 2 or 3 days, and he's been coughing pretty hard. Why are you on the airplane, idiot? 180 people on that airplane, and, he's been coughing, has a temperature, and decides to fly anyway.
He thought everybody flew with a fever and coughing.
I suppose. Anyway.
What's wrong with this picture?
We've got news. Are you ready?
We certainly do. We do have news. We will talk about COVID in news.
We've got to look at World and California news headlines right now. And it is brought to you by your friends in the business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. We're going to cool off a bit this weekend, and we're looking for 105 range in the middle of next week. Get that air conditioner checked out now.
CBS News special report. President Biden has begun his first trip to Asia as president. First stop, South Korea, where he visited a Samsung computer chip factory that will be the model for a similar plant in Texas.
Our two nations work together to make the best, most advanced technology in the world. And this factory is proof of that. And that gives both the Republic of Korea and the United States a competitive edge in the global economy.
We've learned about an incident in Seoul involving a couple of Secret Service employees. Correspondent Steve Dorsey.
Sources tell CBS News one special agent and one security specialist were sent home after one of them got into a physical altercation with a local taxi driver Thursday night. The two had been bar hopping. Police responded. No one was detained, but they're investigating it as an assault.
President Biden will also travel to Japan. CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. One person dead in a fire at a recording studio in Hollywood. The flames destroying equipment and forcing those who've been working inside, like rapper Maximilian, to run.
I immediately reached over to grab a jug of water. I threw it at the door. The flames bursted. I tried to go back to my room to grab anything I could. The flames was everywhere. We ran out the building, and that was it.
TV personality Sharon Osbourne says her daughter Amy was in the studio with the producer at the time, but got out. Not clear what's fire. The mayor of Anaheim is the subject of an FBI investigation. Harry Sadu accused of seeking $1 million in campaign contributions from the Angels in exchange for helping finalize the team's stadium sale.
The allegations are completely disgusting. So we need a fresh start, and we need it now. And that starts with the mayor's resignation.
Mayor Pro Tem Trevor O'Neill, Sadu's attorneys saying the calls for the mayor's resignation are premature. Rain in Southern California this morning, cloudy in the Bay Area. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by your friends in the air conditioning business, Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
My name is George Marquez. I'm a candidate for district attorney. I was raised in Imperial County, and I'm a product of our local public school system. I believe in protecting our families by aggressively prosecuting dangerous criminals. I believe in forging strong relationships with law enforcement to further our interest of law, order, and justice. I believe in building bridges to the entire community so that everyone has a voice. Please vote George Marquez on June 7th for Imperial Valley District Attorney. You can also follow me on my Facebook page at George Marquez for District Attorney 2022.
Paid for by committee to elect George Marquez for District Attorney.
Page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Friday morning, active COVID cases continue to increase. George Gale explains.
The latest numbers on COVID-19 were released Thursday morning. Numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, there are now 207 active cases of COVID-19 in Imperial County. That is up from 201 cases reported on Tuesday. Deaths attributed to the virus have also increased. They are now at 917, up from 914 reported on Tuesday. The latest state COVID-19 tier metrics for Imperial County indicate new cases per day per 100,000 population at 8.40. Positivity rate, 7-day average, is at 12.5% as of May 8th. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The Imperial Irrigation District wants their customers to be aware electricity could be in short supply this summer. When that happens, the IID will issue conserve alert notifications. The green, yellow, orange, and red notifications will seek voluntary participation on behalf of the IID energy customers to curb electricity use when energy supplies are tight. helping avoid power outages. The green conserve alerts will generally occur during heat waves when electrical demand is high. Stage 1 yellow is issued when energy contingency reserve shortfalls exist or forecast to exist. Stage 2 orange is when the IID has taken mitigating actions and foresees or has implemented procedures up to but including interruption of firm load commitments. Stage 3 red is when the IID is unable to meet the contingency reserve load requirements and load interruption is imminent or in progress. Customers are encouraged to follow the IID on social media, add their email through the online bill paying system or the IID Connect mobile app, or call the IID Customer Service Center to add their email to be aware when alerts are issued. KXO News Time, 7:43.
Hi, this is Mike Allison, Parts and Service Director, El Centro Motors and Imperial Volkswagen. I want to let everybody know two great specials we have at our Brawley Quick Lane and Off-Road Center. First, our high-pressure Built Tough spray liner, which can be sprayed on anything that rolls for $9.99 per month. And second, our lift kits, including method wheels and needle tires for as low as $89 per month OAC. If you can't make it here, we also have our other locations at El Centro Motors, the mall, and our mobile van for your convenience. Remember, if you don't see us first, we can't save you any money.
In other local news, a teen is shot Wednesday afternoon. Here's more on the story.
It happened in Brawley. Police received the call at 2:38 p.m. They responded to the scene in the 1200 block of H Street. Initial report was shots fired in that area. At the scene, officers learned that a juvenile had suffered gunshot wounds and had been transported to Pioneers Memorial Hospital. Victim's condition was last reported in stable condition. The initial investigation led officers to believe the victim had been specifically targeted, and it was not a random attack. Police say later that evening at 5:45 p.m., they were notified that two juvenile suspects and one adult suspect had been taken into custody in an area near Interstate 8 and Ogilvie Road. The juveniles were subsequently booked into juvenile hall for conspiracy to commit murder. The adult, identified as 18-year-old Richard Timothy Orta from Brawley, was booked into county jail. His bail was set at $1 million. Police said it was an ongoing investigation. No other details were available at this time. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The ICTC is looking for an executive director. The recruitment process is underway. The Imperial County Transportation Commission is the organization. Applications deadline to submit is June 27th. A link is available at the ICTC website to submit an application or apply for an application, as well as information on the position needed to be filled. Mark Beza had served as the executive director for 11 years before leaving the position last November. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley, El Centro, and Calexico. No, they're not in Calexico yet, at the Imperial Valley Mall. Okay, and I didn't let a secret out there. Quickly, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Golden State Extracts, CBD, is the first fully licensed GMP certified hemp processor in California, making CBD. Everything is done right here in the Imperial Valley, from growing to processing and manufacturing. Our products derived from hemp are a natural form of pain relief to help you with your aches and pains, help you sleep better, and lower your stress with our specially formulated tinctures, pain creams, and gummies. Best of all, you can visit Golden State Extracts CBD locally at their Imperial location, 520 West Ayton Road. For more information and benefits of CBD, visit them on the web at goldenstateextracts.com or call 760-355-9134. That's 355-9134.
Page 2 of the local news and weather brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturdays at 4:30, and at Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Over $500,000 worth of meth was seized at the Calexico East port of entry. Here's more on the story.
It happened earlier this week. Customs and Border Protection say a 19-year-old drove up to the port in a 2015 black Nissan. CBP officers noticed a carpeting and bolts on the frame had been tampered with. The vehicle was sent to the secondary inspection area. A canine alerted on the vehicle. It was run through the port's imaging system. Anomalies were revealed in the vehicle's floors, seats, and rear quarter panels. A more detailed search revealed 35 packages of methamphetamine concealed in the floor, firewall, and rear quarter panel. The packages weighed just over 262 pounds with an estimated street value of over $576,000. The narcotics and vehicle were seized by the CBP. The driver, who had a legal crossing card, was taken into custody and turned over to Immigration and Customs Enforcement Homeland Security investigations. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Graduations resume next week in Imperial County. Here's more on that story. Graduation season will pick up. The next graduation will be at the Imperial County Office of Education. The SPED high school graduation will be on May the 25th. Vincent Memorial Catholic High School graduation ceremonies will be held next Friday. That's May 27th at 10 a.m. at Our Lady of Guadalupe Church in Calexico. The Mount Signal Virtual Academy Central Union High School graduation will be on May 31st at 5 p.m. in the Jimmy Cannon Theater, Southwest High School. That will be followed the same day by Desert Oasis, who will be in the Jimmy Cannon Theater at Southwest High School. And so we've got two back-to-back graduations in the same location. Well, it's wash day, according to this story. A wash day was on Wednesday. Here's more. Very interesting story.
Central Police responded to a North Imperial Avenue convenience store at about 10:30 Wednesday morning after reports that was washing her clothes in the window cleaning water at the gas pumps. A woman was asked to leave, and she did. About an hour and a half later, the woman returned to the store and was dancing near the entrance to the store. Police again asked her to leave and provided her with some shorts before she actually did leave. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are two locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carroll Buckley with a weather update.
The National Weather Service says a dry weather system will pass just to the north of the region today, but it will bring some additional cooling and breezy to windy conditions. Temperatures will settle to just below normal on Saturday before near normal readings are expected for Sunday and Monday. As high pressure spreads over the region next week, a warming trend will set in, leading to highs across the Imperial and Yuma valleys above 100 degrees by Tuesday and likely above 105 degrees late next week. 100 the high yesterday, 67 the overnight low. Sunny today with a high near 97. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Becoming west 10 to 15 miles an hour this afternoon. Look for wind gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 64. West wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting as high as 30 miles an hour. the winds decreasing to 5 to 10 miles an hour after midnight. Saturday, sunny with a high near 92, light winds. Sunday, sunny with a high near 95, west-northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, then becoming southeast. And we have 74 degrees, 57% relative humidity, wind out of the east-southeast at 5 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day. And by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
You can't get much for $5 these days, unless you go to Wendy's for a $5 Biggie Bag. Get your choice of double stack, junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy chicken BLT, plus 4-piece nugs, fries, and a drink, all for just $5. You got that bag, you got that Biggie Bag, you got that bag. That was smooth, wasn't it? That's how you're going to feel when you get that Biggie Bag at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes 4-piece nuggets, small soft drink, and small fry. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
The more we learn about COVID-19, the more questions we have. The biggest question now, what's next? What will COVID bring in 6 months, a year? If you're feeling anxious about the future, you're not alone. Cal Hope offers free COVID-19 emotional support. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action, Celtics evened the East Finals series with a 127-102 win. They're knotted at 1 game each. The Mavericks and the Warriors will tee it up today in the West Finals. Golden State leads that series 1-0.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Major League Baseball action, the Orioles topped the Yankees 9-6. It was the Mets edging the Cardinals 7-6 in 10 innings. Reds topped the Guardians 4-2. White Sox over the Royals 7-4. Red Sox bombed the Mariners 12-6. Diamondbacks dumped the Cubs 3-1. Astros over the Rangers 5-1. And the Padres shut out the Phillies 2-0. And it's PGA Championship action from Tulsa. We've got updates throughout the day on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security, also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Russia is about to cut off natural gas supplies to a third European country that refuses to accept the Kremlin's demand for payment in rubles. Russia gas will stop flowing to Finland tomorrow. Finnish state gas company Gazprom said in a statement, Poland and Bulgaria were cut off in late April because they did not make payments in the Russian currency, a move EU leaders described at the time as blackmail by Moscow. Hey, anything goes when you're in war. Meanwhile, Canada will ban Huawei, the ZTE 5G equipment, joining Five Eyes allies. We intend to exclude Huawei and ZTE from our 5G networks, according to the industry minister, Francois-Philippe Champagne. Providers who already have this equipment installed will be required to cease its use and remove it under the plans we're announcing today. The markets, red. The Dow down 156 points, S&P 500 off 15, and the NASDAQ down 51, gold off $4.20 an ounce, oil up 74 cents a barrel.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
It'll be sunny today with a high near 97, south-southeast wind 5 to 15, becoming west 10 to 15 in the afternoon with gusts as high as 25 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 64. Those winds going to continue 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 30 miles an hour, then decrease after midnight. Saturday, sunny with a high near 92 and light winds. 75 degrees, 56% relative humidity. And financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
At Burgers & Beer, our customers are like family. Let's hear what a few of them have to say about us.
They have great weekday specials.
I like the friendly environment, the friendly staff, the cold beer, and the best wings in town.
Burgers & Beer, what I like about Burgers & Beer, the menu, everything on the menu is great. I'm working my way through the menu. My favorite thing right now is the grilled tuna chipotle sandwich. That's what I had yesterday, and it was delicious.
So come and see us and find out for yourself at Burgers & Beer.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
News on the hour. Your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. The weakened supply chain is just one of the issues for President Biden in Asia.
This trip is aimed at strengthening economic and security ties with U.S. allies in the region. And the president's first stop was a Samsung semiconductor plant.
This is an auspicious start to my visit.
The facility Mr. Biden toured is similar to a $17 billion plant Samsung is now building in Texas. And the president says it's all part of a supply chain strategy.
Secure more of what we need from our allies and partners and bolster our supply chain resilience.
Stephen Portnoy, CBS News with the president in Seoul.
As we hear from CBS's Steve Dorsey, 2 Secret Service people on the trip have been sent home.
The Secret Service is calling it an off-duty incident after sources tell CBS News one of the 2 got into a physical altercation with a local taxi driver on their way back from bar hopping Thursday night ahead of the president's arrival in Seoul. Police were called, but no one was detained or charged. The 2 were returned to the U.S. amid an investigation into their behavior in the suspected alcohol-related incident.
Well, Finland says Russia intends to cut off natural gas shipments to the country because of its plan to join NATO and for refusing to pay in rubles. A bill that bans abortions at inception. CBS's Jen Crawford says that's what could be law as soon as next week in Oklahoma, now that lawmakers have taken final action.
This law would prohibit abortion at any point in pregnancy except to save a woman's life or in the case of rape or incest, and they are only if it's reported to law enforcement. It would take effect immediately after Governor Kevin Stitt signs it, which he has said he will do.
The 2 remaining abortion clinics open in that state say they'll close once the law takes hold. About 25 homes have been lost and more than 10,000 acres have burned in the Abilene, Texas area. Donna Halsell lives there in the wildfire danger zone.
We got necessities, bad stuff, my dog, got to get dog food, a few changes of clothes. You just really don't know what to grab. in a time like that.
An early blast of summer in the southeast today, into the northeast for the weekend, with temperatures up into the 90s. WCBS meteorologist Craig Allen.
A 90-degree air temperature could lead to 130-degree concrete temperatures on sidewalks and driveways, and if you are on blacktop temperatures could easily reach near 150 degrees.
In the Denver area, it was in the 80s earlier this week. Now there's a winter storm warning for that area and other parts of Colorado today and tomorrow. Right now on Wall Street, the Dow is down 183 points. NASDAQ is down 64. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Let's kickstart summer together at Lowe's this Memorial Day. Keep your home nice and cool with our exclusive Harbor Breeze Hathaway 52-inch ceiling fan special value. Was $134.98, now $99.98. And get our Pit Boss Pro Series 850 pellet grill special value. Was $549, now $499. Take advantage of our summer savings this Memorial Day exclusively at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibilities. Selection varies by location while supplies last. $519 through $525.
Country Stars at Home, presented by O'Reilly Auto Parts. What's the secret to Reba McEntire's success? If you ask her, it has a lot to do with her support team at home and on the road.
I got lots of help. I've got crew members that have been with me since the middle 80s. I mean, I love my team. They're my family.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get guaranteed low prices and excellent customer service from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The reviews are coming in for the new Downton Abbey movie.
I've come into possession of a villa in the south of France.
The New York Post doesn't think much of Downton Abbey, A New Era, which features the Dowager Countess leading part of her family on a trip to the Riviera. The paper's assessment, this creaky series must end now. The Washington Post's take, the sequel delivers. The LA Times says even death can't spoil the classist cheerfulness. The Wall Street Journal calls it a pleasure, guilty or otherwise.
The public won't want to say goodbye to all their old favorites.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Boeing's crew capsule is on a repeat test flight to the International Space Station. Only a test dummy was on board for last night's launch from Cape Canaveral, Florida. It's Boeing's third shot at the flight demo. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
Present to you with this year's Choice YouTuber Award,
Carroll Buckley.
Prepare to get rocked.
That was unbelievable. AM 1230 KXO.
1230